back to Midday. We're joined by Manpreet Joshi with Sia Immigration, and we're very excited to have you on the show, Manpreet. Always a pleasure, so thanks for being here.
Thank you.
First of all, before we get started, I just wanted to mention that your business is growing.
Yes.
Tell us about that.
Yeah, it's you know, I would say past couple of years has been really busy just because of you know, thanks to the friendly immigration policies of Canada, friendly policies for foreign workers, for international students, for their families, so everything. Yeah, so thanks to the federal government.
Yeah,
for sure.
You're able to expand business, so that's wonderful. Well, great. We're very excited for you. Today, we wanted to talk to you a little bit about the nominee program, the BC Provincial Nominee Program for Permanent Residency. Can you explain that, first of all?
Yes. So every province has a program that facilitates, you know, foreign workers, foreign students, or, you know, even people from overseas who are looking to settle permanently in that particular province.
Right.
And in our beautiful British Columbia here, we have BC PNP. It is, you know, mostly it is famous by the name of BC PNP. It is the British Columbia Provincial Nominee Program. It has many categories. It starts with, like, for international students, it has international graduate stream.
Okay.
It is specifically for students who have studied in BC and around Canada too.
Okay.
It's just when you have studied in BC, you get, you know, extra privilege in this program. You get a couple extra points, and of course your application is more stronger because provincial nominee programs are all about your intent to settle in that province.
Okay.
And, you know, of course, it is, you have a greater intent to settle in a province where you have studied and now you're probably working and everything. So most of these provincial nominee programs, including BC PNP, is job-oriented.
Right. So what kinds of jobs are we talking about, or what kind of job offer, what are you required to have, I guess you could say?
Yeah, so we need to, like any candidate need to have a job offer, a full-time job offer. You know, mostly the higher skills, which is not O, A, B, it is like supervisory, managerial, or maybe office assistant, or these kind of B-level, A-level jobs. But certain C and D level jobs are eligible too, specifically in the, like, the long-haul truck drivers, the tourism and hospitality, food industry, these industries that are, you know, the major industries of BC. Of course, if you have a C or D level job in these industries, you can still qualify to a provincial nominee program of British Columbia.
But you have to have that offer.
Yes.
Right.
Yes,
okay. So you have to have applied and received that job offer for this to be eligible.
Yes. And there is a very specific way how you present and how you submit your application. Like, it's a bit different than the federal program, like express entries and stuff. They're very standardized. Okay, you have worked 1 year, here is the experience letter, and you put everything together and you submit. Well, those are not that simple either, but PNPs are more about the paperwork and how you express your application. Like, for an example, you know, when you came to Canada, you started at McDonald's, and now you've promoted all the way in a fancy dine-in as a manager. It's all about that journey. You have to explain that journey in your appliation.
So telling the story.
Yes,
that's
so
good.
PNP is all about that. Why you love British Columbia, why you think that you're eligible for this job, or why your employer think that you were eligible for this job, how you got gradually promoted, how your wage was raising. Like, if you're telling an officer, I'm a manager, I'm earning $20 an hour, and I'm just an undergrad student from Thompson Rivers University, it's not gonna work.
No,
they'll doubt it.
Yeah.
So you need to how you became a manager. It's all about the journey.
Yeah,
so
that's important.
Yes. So it's a very a specific thing for the PNP applications, that your application must reflect must reflect all the aspects, that why you were hired at a managerial or supervisory roles, and at those roles most of people are applying.
So, Manpreet, why would it be beneficial, I guess, for somebody watching right now to apply for PNP, you know, as opposed to just moving somewhere else?
Well, if you are, first of all, I would suggest to all international students out there that if you have studied in BC, you know, just give it one try here. Like lately, there is a lot going on. Okay, BC PNP has raised their cut-off scores a little bit. You know, originally, like about a year ago or so, they were picking up in the lower 90s, and now they're above 100. Even though this is the case, but if you have studied in BC, you definitely have a better chances of getting a job here and, you know, going through PNP and eventually getting settled here. A lot of students who are doing post-baccalaureate or postgraduate diplomas, it is a bit easier for them to go through PNP because it's easier for them to match the scores due to higher education than the students who are going through the undergrad programs. But even for the undergraduates, it's not no. Because they can, rather than moving suddenly from Vancouver to Nova Scotia, they can move to the, you know, northern parts of British Columbia, where they get extra points, extra 10 points.
Still staying in BC.
Yes, yes. Okay. Because there is this little wave of panic, you know, okay, I have just an undergrad, it will be hard for me to get my PNP approved or get the required scores to meet the invitation. So I suggest them that they should give it a try moving to the northern parts of British Columbia because the program is structured to give you more points in northern and interior BC versus mainland. Because for obvious reasons, you know, they're looking to develop those parts. So suddenly moving from Vancouver to Nova Scotia, it's easier if you move to the farther parts of British Columbia. You don't need to change your IDs and you're still in BC and
there's benefits.
And a lot of students are moving from Ontario to British Columbia too because Ontario PNP is not that friendly as BC is. Like a lot of PNPs, even Saskatchewan, Ontario and a few other PNPs, they tell the international graduates that you need to get a job in the field of study. Like for an example, if you've studied nursing, you must be a nurse to apply PNP. In BC, no. You studied whatever, you apply whatever.
So BC PNP is where it's at. We like that, Manpreet. Thank you. For more information, you can get a hold of Manpreet right there on the screen, and she can help you out with that. We're back in just a moment. Stay with us.